and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. And spared not the old world. In chapter 3, Peter will talk about three worlds: and the world that was, the world that is, and the world that is to come. God spared not the old world, that is, the world before Noah, but saved Noah and the eighth person, so a preacher of righteousness. There were seven others with Noah. Noah, his three sons, their wives, and Noah's wife are the eight persons who came through the flood, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. The people were religious. They simply left the living and true God out of their religion. They were living as if God didn't exist at all. They were living in the flesh. It is a false idea today that you and I in the flesh have some good in us. Paul says, I have discovered that in my flesh dwelleth no good thing. See Romans chapter 7 and verse 18. I read a report by Dr. Turnbull in his book Mountain People. He made a study of a people called the Ik, who have been discovered in Africa and who are absolutely living lower than animals. Dr. Turnbull reported that the children are cast off by the mother at age of 3, and they must provide for themselves or die. They find berries and bark and insects, and they scavenge around for what is left by wild animals. The stronger ones literally take food from the mouths of the elderly. The author said that it would be an insult to animals to call these people's behavior bestiality. Dr. Turnbull, who is a humanist and not a Christian, said that the Ik teach us that our much vaunted human values are not inherent in humanity at all, but are associated only with a particular form of survival called society, and that all, even society itself, are luxuries that can be dispensed with. In other words, man, apart from God, is nothing in the world but an animal. And it is an insult to an animal to say that. You see, it is God who gives values, it is God who gives moral standards, and none of them are inherent in us. Now